All right, let's talk about what separates those who rise to the top, who overcome life's toughest challenges, from those who crumble under pressure. It's not luck. It's not talent. It's mental strength. And mental strength is something every single one of us can build. So today, I want to give you 6 habits of mentally strong people, 6 things that set them apart. The first thing they do is develop a deep sense of self-awareness. They know who they are. They know their strengths, their weaknesses, and they don't shy away from it. They face it head on. When you understand yourself at that level, you become unstoppable. You can make decisions from a place of clarity, not confusion. Next, they embrace discomfort. They don't run from it, they run toward it. Mentally strong people know that comfort zones are where growth goes to die. Every challenge they face is a chance to build resilience. And let me tell you, every time you step outside that comfort zone, you're setting yourself up for a breakthrough. Mentally strong people also know how to take control of their emotions. They don't ignore their feelings or pretend they don't exist. They feel it, they understand it, but they don't let it dictate their actions. They respond instead of react. When you control your emotions, you control your life. Then there's the commitment to growth. For mentally strong people, learning is never done. They are relentless in their pursuit of growth because they know that standing still is not an option. They read, they train, they seek out mentors. They are constantly feeding their mind, pushing themselves to new levels. And let's talk about goals. Mentally strong people know the power of setting clear, actionable goals. They don't just have dreams, they have a roadmap. They set goals that are specific, achievable, and broken down into steps they can take every single day. And they don't let excuses hold them back. They hold themselves accountable to these goals, tracking their progress and staying focused. Number 5 is gratitude. Now, gratitude is one of the most powerful practices you can have. When you're truly grateful, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's here right now. Gratitude keeps mentally strong people grounded, even when life throws curveballs their way. And finally, they forgive and let go. They don't hold on to the past, and they don't hold on to grudges. They know that holding on to anger or regret only weighs them down. They learn from it, they grow, and they move forward stronger and wiser. Let's make this our blueprint. Let's step up, lean into discomfort, and take control of our emotions. Let's make growth a priority, set powerful goals, and practice gratitude every day. Because when you adopt these 6 habits, you don't just change your mindset, you change your life. Mentally strong people understand that everything starts with knowing who they are at the core. Self-awareness is more than just recognizing your strengths and weaknesses. It's about building a profound understanding of what drives you, what holds you back, and how you respond to life's challenges. This depth of insight is empowering. When you understand yourself this well, you can approach situations with clarity, confidence, and focus. They regularly reflect on their behaviors, their decisions, and even their mistakes, not from a place of judgment, but from a place of curiosity and growth. They ask themselves hard questions. What are the patterns in my reactions? Why did I respond that way? What beliefs are influencing my choices? This reflective process helps them break free from habits or emotional responses that don't serve them. They become less reactive, more intentional, and better able to adjust their approach to fit the moment because they're not clouded by subconscious reactions or old, unexamined beliefs. Self-aware individuals are also honest about their limitations, and this humility allows them to make better decisions. They know when they need help, and they aren't afraid to seek guidance or take advice because they're not protecting a false ego. This openness to learning from others, combined with their own self-reflection, strengthens them. When faced with a tough situation, they have a wealth of insight they can draw upon to make choices that align with their values and goals. They know what they're willing to stand for, and they make decisions based on that inner clarity, not on fear or on the need for approval. This kind of self-awareness requires work, regular self-reflection, a willingness to be uncomfortable, and an openness to feedback. But it's what makes mentally strong people adaptable, resilient, and confident no matter what life throws at them. Self-awareness is the bedrock that gives them the foundation to build a truly strong and fulfilling life. Mentally strong people understand that growth and progress lie just beyond the edge of their comfort zone. They've trained themselves to view discomfort not as something to be avoided, but as an essential part of life. Instead of shying away from challenging situations, they embrace them, knowing that each uncomfortable experience is an opportunity to expand their capabilities, resilience, and confidence. Embracing discomfort isn't easy. The natural human response is to seek comfort and avoid anything that feels like a threat. But mentally strong individuals have learned to override that instinct, recognizing that true strength comes from facing fear, uncertainty, and challenges head-on. They see discomfort as a teacher, offering them insights they wouldn't gain by staying in familiar, safe territory. By willingly stepping into difficult situations, they get to know themselves in ways they couldn't otherwise, discovering what they're truly capable of. They practice putting themselves in challenging environments regularly, whether it's taking on a tough project, having difficult conversations, or learning something new. This habit of facing discomfort trains their minds to handle stress and uncertainty more effectively. Over time, what once felt intimidating or overwhelming becomes manageable, even empowering. Their tolerance for adversity grows, allowing them to tackle even greater challenges without being held back by fear. Mentally strong people also know that discomfort often brings out the best in them. It's in those moments of struggle and effort that they push their limits, uncover hidden strengths, and build confidence. They view setbacks and obstacles not as failures, but as valuable lessons. This mindset shift is crucial. Instead of seeing discomfort as a signal to stop, they see it as a sign they're on the right track toward growth. This perspective helps them persist, even when things get tough, because they know the reward isn't just in the outcome, but in the process of becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This approach also builds a sense of adaptability. Because they're willing to embrace the unknown, mentally strong people become more flexible in the face of change. They're not thrown off by unexpected shifts because they've trained themselves to be comfortable with uncertainty. This adaptability becomes a core strength, allowing them to handle a wide range of challenges without losing their balance. Ultimately, embracing discomfort empowers them to pursue goals that might seem impossible to others. They don't let the fear of failure stop them because they know that every challenge, every uncomfortable step, is a chance to become better. It's not just about tolerating discomfort, it's about actively seeking it out, understanding that the path to growth is often uncomfortable but always worth it. Mentally strong people know that while emotions are a natural part of life, they don't have to dictate behavior. Instead of being reactive, they take ownership of their emotional responses, understanding that how they feel in a given moment doesn't have to define what they do. By cultivating this self-mastery, they remain grounded and composed, even in the most intense situations. This control starts with emotional awareness. Mentally strong individuals pay close attention to their feelings, not just when things are calm, but especially when tensions rise. They recognize when they're feeling frustrated, anxious, or even angry, and they allow themselves to feel those emotions without judgment. They don't suppress or deny their feelings. Instead, they acknowledge them as signals to be examined. This self-awareness is a powerful first step because once they're aware of their emotions, they can work on managing their responses effectively. They understand that emotions are often fleeting, influenced by external circumstances, stress, or even past experiences. This understanding gives them a sense of detachment from those emotions. They can observe their feelings from a more objective place, seeing them as temporary states rather than defining traits. This perspective allows them to avoid being swept away by negative emotions or impulsive reactions. Instead of immediately acting on a strong feeling, they pause, assess, and consider how best to respond. Mentally strong people also develop practices that help regulate their emotions before they escalate. They might rely on mindfulness techniques, breathing exercises, or simply take a moment to step back from a situation. These practices give them the mental space to decide how to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. By creating this buffer, they prevent emotions from taking control, and they stay focused on what really matters. Another aspect of controlling emotions is understanding their triggers. Mentally strong people recognize patterns in their emotional responses and work to identify what tends to set them off. For example, if they notice they often feel anxious in certain situations, they'll take time to examine why. This knowledge allows them to prepare themselves emotionally and, when possible, to change their approach to avoid unnecessary stress. By doing this, they stay proactive instead of constantly being caught off guard. Taking control of emotions also means not letting other people's behavior dictate their own. Mentally strong people know that they can't control how others act, but they can control how they choose to respond. This understanding keeps them grounded and resilient. They're able to handle criticism, negativity, or conflict without losing their composure, because they focus on maintaining their own standards of behavior rather than reacting to others. They know their values, they know what's important to them, and they respond in ways that align with those principles rather than being drawn into drama or arguments. Through this process of emotional mastery, mentally strong people build resilience. They become less affected by setbacks or disappointments, and they can navigate through difficult times without being derailed by overwhelming emotions. Their control over their emotions isn't about being cold or detached, it's about ensuring that they are in the driver's seat of their own lives. This emotional strength is what enables them to stay on course toward their goals and to respond to challenges in ways that support their long-term growth, happiness, and fulfillment. Mentally strong people are deeply committed to personal growth. For them, learning, evolving, and improving are not just occasional pursuits, but a way of life. They approach growth with a relentless, almost unbreakable focus, knowing that the journey of becoming better never truly ends. This mindset keeps them hungry for knowledge, receptive to feedback, and constantly striving to reach new levels, regardless of past achievements or setbacks. Growth, for mentally strong people, is about setting high standards for themselves and pursuing those standards with consistent effort. They aren't satisfied with mediocrity. They understand that true potential is reached through continuous self-development. They see every day as an opportunity to refine their skills, expand their knowledge, and improve their character. This commitment to improvement drives them to seek out resources, mentors, and experiences that push them beyond their current capabilities. Their focus on growth is intentional and proactive. They don't wait for challenges to arise before they start working on themselves. Instead, they take time to reflect on areas where they can improve, setting specific goals to target those areas. Whether it's through reading, attending seminars, practicing new skills, or pushing themselves physically, mentally strong people are always engaged in some form of growth activity. They understand that each small step forward compounds over time, leading to substantial progress and transformation. Mentally strong people are also unafraid of feedback, seeing it as a powerful tool for improvement rather than a personal attack. They actively seek constructive criticism from others, even when it's uncomfortable, because they know that other perspectives can reveal blind spots they wouldn't recognize on their own. They aren't defensive or closed off. Instead, they take feedback with gratitude, using it to fine-tune their approach. This openness to feedback is one of their greatest assets, as it accelerates their growth and helps them continually improve. Furthermore, they recognize that growth is rarely linear. Mentally strong people know that progress often comes with setbacks, plateaus, and moments of doubt. Instead of being discouraged, they treat these periods as part of the process. They embrace resilience, bouncing back from obstacles and adjusting their approach as needed. For them, setbacks are simply learning opportunities. They examine what went wrong, adapt, and move forward with even more determination. This resilience keeps them focused on long-term growth, regardless of short-term challenges. Their commitment to growth also means they're always looking for ways to adapt and expand their skill sets. They don't limit themselves to what they already know or are comfortable with. Instead, they deliberately seek out challenges that stretch their abilities, forcing them to develop new skills and mindsets. They thrive on the discomfort of learning something new, knowing that each experience adds to their toolkit and prepares them for future challenges. This adaptability makes them more versatile and capable of handling a wide range of situations, both personally and professionally. Mentally strong people also have a growth-oriented vision for their lives. They're not just focused on self-improvement for its own sake. They have a clear sense of purpose driving their efforts. Whether it's to become a better leader, create positive change in the world, or achieve specific career goals, they channel their growth efforts toward meaningful outcomes. This sense of purpose keeps them focused, providing a steady source of motivation even when the path gets tough. They know that every step of growth, no matter how small, is moving them closer to their vision. Ultimately, the relentless focus on growth isn't just about reaching a destination. For mentally strong people, it's about who they become along the way. They understand that growth shapes their character, builds their resilience, and deepens their sense of purpose. It's a lifelong commitment to living as their best selves, no matter where they start or what they face. This dedication to growth empowers them to handle life's challenges with strength and grace, creating a fulfilling life rooted in continuous learning and personal evolution. Mentally strong people understand that achieving meaningful progress requires more than vague intentions or wishful thinking. It demands clear, actionable goals. They know that without direction, even the most ambitious dreams can fizzle out, so they set specific, measurable objectives that guide them toward their desired outcomes. These individuals recognize the power of clarity in their goal setting. By defining exactly what they want to achieve and why, they're able to channel their focus, energy, and resources effectively, creating a roadmap that brings them closer to their vision step by step. When mentally strong people set goals, they ensure that each one is purposeful and aligned with their core values. They don't set goals based on fleeting interests or societal expectations. Instead, they take time to reflect on what truly matters to them, considering how each goal contributes to their long-term vision. This alignment gives their goals deeper meaning, making them more motivated to pursue them, even when obstacles arise. Knowing that their efforts are moving them toward a life they genuinely want keeps them committed, resilient, and focused. Once they identify their goals, mentally strong people break them down into smaller, manageable actions. They understand that big goals can feel overwhelming and may even discourage them if they're not achievable in the short term. So they map out a step-by-step process, turning each goal into actionable tasks they can work on daily, weekly, or monthly. This approach creates momentum, making progress feel achievable and allowing them to celebrate small wins along the way. By breaking down their goals, they also gain a clear sense of direction, reducing the risk of getting sidetracked or losing motivation. Accountability is another key factor in their goal-setting approach. Mentally strong people hold themselves accountable to the plans they create. They set specific deadlines for their tasks and check in with themselves regularly to assess their progress. If they find that they're falling behind or veering off track, they don't make excuses, they adjust their approach or renew their commitment. Some even find external accountability, like a coach, mentor, or friend, to ensure they stay committed. This level of accountability drives them to stay consistent, making them far less likely to abandon their goals when things get tough. Mentally strong people are also adaptable in their goal setting. They know that life can change unexpectedly, so they're prepared to reassess and adjust their goals as needed. If they encounter setbacks or if priorities shift, they don't view it as failure. Instead, they evaluate the situation, make necessary adjustments, and continue moving forward with a revised plan. This flexibility allows them to stay resilient and focused on the bigger picture. They understand that sometimes the path may change, but the commitment to growth and progress remains the same. Another crucial aspect of their approach is measuring progress. Mentally strong people set measurable goals with clear benchmarks so they can track their achievements. They know that seeing measurable progress, even if it's gradual, is a powerful motivator. These metrics give them a sense of accomplishment and provide feedback on what's working and what needs improvement. This practice of tracking progress also helps them refine their methods, making adjustments that improve their efficiency and effectiveness over time. In setting goals, they also anticipate potential obstacles and prepare strategies to overcome them. They are realistic about the challenges they may face, and instead of ignoring possible setbacks, they proactively plan for them. This forethought allows them to remain calm and composed when challenges arise because they've already considered their options and know how to respond. By planning ahead, they reduce the likelihood of being derailed by unexpected difficulties, maintaining steady progress even when the path is difficult. Ultimately, the practice of setting clear, actionable goals is foundational to their success. It transforms vague aspirations into achievable outcomes, giving them a structured path to follow. Mentally strong people understand that every goal reached, no matter how small, is a building block for greater success and fulfillment. Each goal they set and achieve fuels their confidence, reinforces their discipline, and strengthens their resolve to keep pushing forward. This relentless focus on actionable goals empowers them to create a life that aligns with their values and aspirations, driven by purpose and sustained by continual progress. Mentally strong people understand that gratitude is a powerful tool for maintaining a positive perspective and fostering resilience, even when life presents challenges. Practicing gratitude goes beyond simply saying thank you. It's an intentional daily exercise of recognizing and appreciating the good in their lives. This practice grounds them in the present moment, allowing them to focus on what they have rather than what they lack, which shifts their mindset toward abundance and fulfillment. Gratitude helps them develop a resilient mindset by framing their experiences in a positive light. When faced with hardships, mentally strong people use gratitude to find lessons and growth opportunities within their struggles. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, they look for what went right or what they can learn. For instance, they may feel grateful for the strength gained from a difficult experience or for the people who supported them during tough times. This perspective doesn't dismiss the pain or difficulty of the moment, but it does remind them that even within challenges, there is something valuable to hold on to. By choosing gratitude, they build resilience and find strength to keep moving forward. Mentally strong people also use gratitude to stay connected to their values and priorities. By regularly reflecting on what they're thankful for, they remind themselves of what truly matters. This practice keeps them grounded and helps them avoid getting lost in superficial pursuits or temporary setbacks. Instead of being consumed by stress over minor inconveniences, they stay focused on the bigger picture and appreciate the people, opportunities, and experiences that contribute to their growth. This connection to their values creates a sense of inner peace and contentment that's not easily shaken by external events. Practicing gratitude also improves their relationships. Mentally strong people understand that expressing appreciation for others strengthens bonds and fosters trust and support. They make it a habit to acknowledge and thank the people in their lives, whether for small acts of kindness or for their support through difficult times. By doing this, they create a positive environment around them, filled with mutual respect and encouragement. This supportive network becomes a valuable resource, especially in challenging times, as they are surrounded by people who genuinely care and are willing to lend a helping hand. Gratitude, therefore, not only benefits their own mindset, but also builds stronger, healthier connections with others. Gratitude further enhances their mental well-being by reducing stress and increasing overall happiness. Mentally strong people know that focusing on what's positive in their lives can counterbalance the pressures and anxieties that come with daily life. By regularly acknowledging what they're grateful for, they release the need to constantly compare themselves to others or to feel dissatisfied with their current situation. This simple act of appreciation can lower stress, enhance optimism, and even improve physical health, as studies have shown that grateful people experience better sleep, lower blood pressure, and improved immune function. A key aspect of their gratitude practice is consistency. Mentally strong people make gratitude a daily habit, whether it's through journaling, meditation, or simply taking a few moments each day to reflect. They don't wait for grand events to feel thankful. Instead, they notice and appreciate the small joys of everyday life, the warmth of sunlight, a supportive conversation, or a moment of peace. By doing this regularly, they cultivate a mindset that naturally leans toward positivity. This consistency in practice rewires their brains to recognize and appreciate positive experiences more easily, making gratitude an ingrained part of who they are. Even when life is difficult, mentally strong people find ways to practice gratitude. They recognize that it's often in tough times that gratitude has the most profound impact. By actively searching for something, however small, to be thankful for, they maintain hope and perspective, helping them navigate adversity with grace. Whether it's the resilience they develop from enduring a challenge or the support they receive from loved ones, they remind themselves of the strength and beauty that still exist amidst hardship. This focus on gratitude in difficult times keeps them grounded and resilient, reminding them that, despite life's struggles, there is always something to appreciate. In essence, gratitude is more than just a feel-good habit for mentally strong people. It's a powerful foundation for their mental and emotional strength. It shapes their worldview, enhances their relationships, and builds resilience by keeping them focused on the positive aspects of life. This daily commitment to gratitude transforms their mindset, allowing them to face life with optimism, contentment, and an unwavering sense of inner peace. By practicing gratitude consistently, mentally strong people create a life rooted in appreciation, purpose, and genuine joy. Mentally strong people understand that holding on to anger, resentment, or past hurts only drains their energy and limits their growth. Forgiveness for them is not about condoning wrong actions or forgetting what happened. It's about releasing the grip of negative emotions that keep them tethered to the past. They recognize that by forgiving, they reclaim their power and refocus their energy on what truly matters, moving forward toward a life aligned with their values and goals. Forgiveness is a choice, one that mentally strong people make with intention. They know that refusing to forgive can become a self-imposed burden, weighing them down emotionally and mentally. When someone wrongs them, they acknowledge the pain or betrayal they feel, but they also know that harboring these emotions doesn't serve them in the long run. Rather than allowing resentment to control their mindset, they decide to let go for their own peace. By doing so, they free themselves from the emotional chains that could keep them stuck in a cycle of bitterness or victimhood. Mentally strong people approach forgiveness as an act of self-care and liberation. They know that carrying grudges or reliving painful experiences can cloud their perspective, create ongoing stress, and even impact their physical health. To avoid this, they work through their emotions intentionally, allowing themselves to feel and process the hurt, but without letting it define them. They use forgiveness as a tool to cleanse their mind and spirit, creating space for more positive emotions such as compassion and understanding. In this way, forgiveness becomes a pathway to emotional freedom, letting them focus on the things that bring fulfillment and peace. A key part of their ability to forgive is self-reflection. Mentally strong people take time to examine their feelings and understand the root of their hurt. By doing so, they gain insight into what's really bothering them, whether it's disappointment, betrayal, or unmet expectations. This self-awareness allows them to separate their feelings from the actions of others, helping them realize that forgiveness is a personal choice that doesn't depend on the other person's behavior. This level of clarity empowers them to forgive on their own terms, taking control of their emotions and redirecting their focus to personal growth. Mentally strong individuals also understand the importance of forgiving themselves. They know that, like everyone, they are imperfect and will make mistakes. Rather than being trapped by self-blame or guilt, they choose to learn from their experiences and use their mistakes as opportunities for growth. By practicing self-forgiveness, they free themselves from the weight of past regrets and move forward with renewed purpose and confidence. This self-compassion not only helps them build a healthier relationship with themselves, but also enhances their capacity to forgive others. They also see forgiveness as a way to maintain healthy relationships. Mentally strong people know that misunderstandings and conflicts are inevitable in any close connection, but holding on to grudges can erode trust and connection over time. By choosing to forgive, they create an environment where open communication, understanding, and reconciliation are possible. They are more willing to address issues calmly, resolve conflicts constructively, and avoid rehashing past grievances. This approach not only preserves relationships, but strengthens them, as it creates a foundation of respect, empathy, and mutual support. Forgiveness for mentally strong people doesn't mean ignoring boundaries. They can forgive without allowing themselves to be mistreated or taken advantage of. When necessary, they set clear boundaries to protect their well-being while still letting go of any lingering resentment. This balanced approach allows them to move forward without resentment while maintaining healthy limits in their relationships. It's a form of forgiveness rooted in self-respect, where they release the negative emotions tied to a person or event without compromising their standards or allowing toxic behaviors to persist. Ultimately, forgiving and moving forward is a practice that keeps them grounded in the present. Mentally strong people don't dwell on the past or let old wounds prevent them from experiencing life fully. By letting go of anger and resentment, they open themselves to new possibilities, relationships, and experiences. This focus on the future allows them to continue growing, learning, and enjoying life with a lightness that only comes from having released the burdens of past hurts. In the end, forgiving and moving forward isn't just an act of grace toward others, it's a gift they give themselves. It clears away emotional obstacles, making space for new opportunities, personal peace, and a more fulfilling, resilient life. This choice to forgive, to let go, and to move forward embodies the strength and wisdom that mentally strong people carry with them, enabling them to live a life of purpose, peace, and personal freedom. In the journey of becoming mentally strong, each of these practices, embracing self-awareness, facing discomfort, controlling emotions, focusing on growth, setting actionable goals, practicing gratitude, and forgiving to move forward, builds a foundation for a resilient and fulfilling life. Mentally strong people don't rely on luck or circumstances to shape their future. They make deliberate choices every day to grow, to overcome, and to live in alignment with their values. They know that strength is built from within, from the choices they make, the habits they form, and the mindset they cultivate. Every challenge they face, every lesson learned, and every step forward brings them closer to a life of purpose, balance, and inner peace. So as you consider these practices, remember that mental strength is not a destination, but a way of life. It's